Hello humans, and welcome back to the Tao Way. Today we're going to be talking about the squat, specifically the resting squat, and I'm going to give you guys a beginner routine to develop your resting squat. Now, this routine is based on my research in the past, what I've worked on. All of the exercises in the squat routine I have worked personally for many years, and I've given to my online coaching students. We have all had very good results from these. I'm also going to give you how many sets, how many reps, how many seconds pause, and how often to do this. Now, before we get into this, I'm going to talk a little bit about the squat. If you don't want to hear me talk about the squat, you can skip to the timestamp here, and you can go directly to the routine. If you don't mind hearing me talk, just continue watching the video. Now, the squat is one of the basic human patterns. It can tell a lot about how healthy your body is, from the mobility of your ankles, your knees, your hips, your spine. If you're unable to flat-footed squat, you need to figure out how to be able to do it. It's a very healthy position for us. I'm a part of the movement culture, and we all know that we can develop squats, but if you're not a part of this culture, you can kind of think that only certain types of people can squat like this, only if you're built a certain way or something like this. This is incorrect. One of the steps to learning to walk is learning to squat. So I guarantee if you go to your family photo album and look at yourself when you're 7 months old, something around there, when you're learning to walk, you will have many pictures of you squatting just like this. So in the past, you were able to do it, but because we didn't need to do it throughout our life, we lost the ability. And this is why typically Asian countries can still squat, because they use it on a daily basis. Not only to actually use it to go to the bathroom, but also it's encouraged in the culture. So if they're waiting for the bus, they're waiting in a squat. If they're smoking a cigarette, they're smoking a cigarette in the squat. If they're talking with people or playing poker, they're doing it in the squat. It's encouraged in daily life, and if you see it outside, it's just normal. But in American culture, if an average person sees you squatting outside, they might look at you a little weird. And it's not encouraged in our culture. We have the Western toilets. We have these benches that we sit on. So over time, we lose the ability to squat, and it's a very important position that we need to learn and we need to regain. Now, everybody's squat is going to be different. My squat will be different than your squat. My girlfriend's squat is way different than my squat. She's Asian, so she's been squatting her entire life every single day. I have not. I redeveloped my squat when I was about 20 years old, and I did that by doing Ido Portal's 30-30 challenge. If you are unfamiliar with this challenge, I really encourage you to do it. I will put the link to this challenge in this video so you can do it. Stick with the 30 days. It is very, very challenging. I will put up a picture of what my squat looked like before and what it looked like after. It was a completely new squat. I actually could not squat flat-footed when I started, and by the end I could squat for 5 up to 10 minutes comfortably. That was the first time. I did it again, the 30-30 challenge, and then by the end I could squat for 30 minutes down here comfortably. And that's just a long time of everyday squatting. I highly encourage you to do it. A lot of people kind of hate Ido, but I think Ido has really brought lots of things to the general public, the squat being one of them, and now I'm starting to see different classes squatting, the yogis, the baseball players. Many people are getting into this squat health benefit. But without further ado, let's get into the squat routine. In the resting squat, we want to make sure our heels are completely down, and we are going as low down into the position as we can. If you cannot squat with the heels down, like in this video here, you are simply not mobile enough in the spine, the hip, the knee, the ankle, something there, but we do have options for you. So the option that I recommend is elevating the heel. You can use a natural surface like I am here, just finding a crack in the ground, or you could use a book, a towel, some shoes, something to elevate the heel so that you can squat down onto the heel. Over time, you can lessen this elevation. So here I found a smaller crack, but you could find a smaller book, lessen the size of the towel that you're sitting on, whatever it is, to get into the position. So if you can't squat with heels down, use this. As for the orientation of the feet and the hips, there is no perfect position. This is completely individual. Some people feel comfortable with the feet facing forward in a wide position. Some people like a narrow position with the feet out. It is completely individual to your own structure, but I recommend getting comfortable in a variety of different postures, but find something that you're comfortable in. Now, using this squat position with the feet at whatever feels comfortable and the heels all the way down, we're going to start with squat bounces. So this is a good introduction to ballistic stretching. We are just in the end range of our squat, giving small little bounces. Nothing aggressive aggressive here. We're just warming up the hips, the ankles, the knees, even the spine with this squat bounce. Our next exercise is unilateral external rotation. So we're going to put the hand on the inside of the knee and we're going to work to straighten the elbow if possible. You probably will not be able to do this if you've never done this exercise before, but we're going to aim to do so. So do the best that you can. We're going to be doing 10 reps on one side plus a 10-second hold like you're seeing here in the furthest position possible. Now, a common mistake that people make is when they push out, their heel comes up on the opposite foot. You do not want this to happen. You also do not want the butt to raise up. So do not push so hard that either the ankle comes up or your butt comes up too high. 10 reps, then a 10-second hold. Also, do not push this too much. We're just giving a light push and then going as far as we can, holding that push for 10 seconds, and then coming back to center in the squat. And our last exercise is going to be squatted head to ground. So your goal is going to be to touch the head to the ground. You can see I'm using different points. Start with whichever you can do for 10 reps, and you're going to do 10 reps plus a 10-second hold. Again, you do not want the ankles to come up, and you do not want the butt to come up very high. It can come up a little bit, but not too much. 10 reps, then a 10-second hold, touching your head to whatever you can in each position. Now the goal is head to ground. So you can see my girlfriend Max here, head to ground, and she can even get chin to ground. If you can get this, you are very mobile in the hip. You can even start to elevate the feet and touch the head to an even lower surface. So for these 4 exercises of the squat routine, we would do 3 up to 5 sets, and we can do this almost every day, if not every day. If you develop any type of pain, you can definitely take it back. Never go into the pain range. Any tightness or soreness is to be expected. Now the reason I pick these exercises is number 1, I've worked them myself and my online students have worked them as well. And number 2, if you do 1 set, you are in the squat for anywhere from 2 up to 4 minutes. So doing 3 to 5 sets makes you stay in the squat for 10 minutes. It's a good thing to stay down a long period of time. The other reason I used it is they are contrasting exercises. So we have going over the knee, we have external rotation, we have moving the spine. You're getting a different stimulus. There are many other exercises that you can use, but this is what I would focus on, getting to a high level here, and then you can start to explore different exercises and different ways to do the squat. If you have any questions on the squat, let me know in the comments down below. Please like this video and share it with others. And if you're not already, please subscribe. And that is the session.